Hello and welcome to Culays Forever TV. My name is Aaron MC and this show is the preview show of the Barcelona vs Cadiz game in the league today at today 6 more hours to go from the match, and it's going to be an interesting game because as the thumbnail says, this is the judgment day of Ronald Koeman himself, because if he doesn't win this game, the chances of him getting sacked after this game is bigger than any other. And I know John Laporta said that Ronald Koeman will not be sacked after the game, after today's game, but you can't. I mean, the reason why he said it, I know for sure that he will be sacked after this game if we do not win this, but it's about when, after this, it may not be immediately after the Cadiz game, if we lose this game or have a disappointing result like a draw, but it will be, this match will have to play a big role in Koeman's job, and there is no doubt about that at all. And this is the match that decides it, and looking forward to the match because the chances of Ronald Koeman getting sacked 100% after this game if we lose or draw. But we need to win because we can't have a new manager and a new system, because that takes time and a lot of time. I mean, Ronald Koeman did do a press conference, but he didn't answer any of the press journal questions, and he rather came in and just spoke about the club situation. And I have it right here. I will talk about it. And he said that, this is the main statement. He said that the club is in an moment of restructuring. That takes time. Young players can become stars in a couple of years. As has happened with Xavi and Iniesta, it takes patience. In the Champions League, you cannot expect miracles. The process deserves to be supported in words and in deeds. I know that the press recognizes this process, which is not the first in the history of the club. We count on your support in these times. That's basically something Ronald Koeman is asking for the fans, and as well as for Laporta, giving Laporta a hint as well, without facing Laporta, without talking to Laporta face to face. He's giving an insight of what is happening. And you know what? It's disappointing to say that we are in a moment of restructuring, but Ronald Koeman saying he needs more time is just, that's laziness. You see, he already got a year time, and I don't know what he's saying right here, right now, that he needs more time. When a coach says we need more time, that means we need a year. That's what a coach is trying to say there. But I would only give him a month, because what he did for the past 2-3 weeks has been disappointment. For past 2-3 weeks, disappointment at its best. Also remember that the reason why the tensions are so high in Barcelona is because you have to remember that Ronald Koeman was in the Laporta signing, so he doesn't trust Ronald Koeman basically. That's why he wants to sack Koeman, and he's not performing up to expectations as well. But also, Ronald Koeman is not playing well. It's not managing well the team. We are not having good results, and at the end of the day, it's the manager's fault. Of course, it is. You can't say your players are not good enough for you. Ronald Koeman said that we need financial outcome. We need money to rebuild this team. When he joined, I'm sure that he knew that we were in debt anyway, because it was all over the world. The news were all over the world, and he knew that he wouldn't get the backing he needed, even when Bartomeu was there. So I don't know what he's trying to say here, that he needs money and all. That's stupidity at its best. And Fabrizio Romano did say that Roberto Martinez is the most highly liked manager to come to Barcelona. And Xavi, the thing about Xavi is that Laporta doesn't think Xavi is ready yet. I think that's about right, because I don't think Xavi is ready yet as well. I would, if I was Laporta, I would only bring Xavi at the beginning of the next season. I will, if I'm going to sack Koeman right here, right now, after the Cadiz game, I will bring in the Barca B manager and promote him as the Barca first team manager. And if he doesn't perform well, the Barca B manager, then I will remove him, and I will bring Xavi in the next season. I won't bring Roberto Martinez yet, because I don't think his football is the same to our football. Roberto Martinez is a good coach, but in 4 years, I think it's been 4 years. I mean, I know he made this team number one. He made Belgium the number one team in the world in FIFA rankings, but he didn't win a single title. He had the 18 World Cup, the 21 Euros. He didn't win it. We didn't win anything. Even the Conference League, sorry. Even the, what the heck was it? Nations League. He didn't win it, even that. I don't care about Nations Leagues. But there's no enough proof of bringing Roberto Martinez in. And not only about the trophy count, also his football. He plays with a counter-attacking repulsive formation. He doesn't. It's more like a three-man defense, 5 at the back. It's not 5 at the back, three-man defense with 2 wide midfielders. It's different than a 5 at the back system. But the football is not very attracting. Whenever I see Belgium, the players who shine is De Bruyne and Romelu Lukaku and all. It's more like individualism. But there's a tactic. It's called counter-attacking, deep defensive line tactic. But I wouldn't bring Roberto Martinez right here, right now, no. But yeah, that's about the thing I want to talk about. Koeman's job in danger and all. But Mundo Deportivo did say this. Mundo Deportivo did publish an expected lineup against Cadiz today. Ter Stegen in goal, Piqué, Araujo as defensive partners, Dest and Mingueza as full backsmen, Dest in the left back position and right back position, Mingueza. The only change I've seen in the defense is 2 changes I've seen in defenses. Eric Garcia has gone for Piqué. I think that's a great decision to do. Not to bring Piqué, but to sub Eric Garcia, because Eric Garcia needs more time, and Araujo is someone who has got time and he has set up with the team. Thing about what I'm trying to say here is that Eric Garcia is young, and so is Araujo. Both of them are under the age of 23, and both of them are very young. It's risky to play with 2 young centre backs in a team, and I respect what Koeman's going to. I'm not sure if this is going to be a lineup. This is the expected lineup set by Mundo Deportivo. I'm not sure if this is the lineup, but if it is, then it's a good decision. Left back would be Dest, right back Mingueza. The midfielders Busquets, Gavi and De Jong. I still don't know why we play with Busquets in the midfield, because the guy is done. I know he's a club legend and all, but he's done. Sergio Busquets is done. He's no longer the defensive midfielder he was. He's still a world-class player, no doubt about that, but he doesn't give world-class performances anymore. He only gives decent performances, and that's not okay with me. He needs to be subbed off from the team. He needs to be shipped back to where he came from. But he could be a reserve player or bench player. I would put De Jong as our defensive midfielder personally. Change him, make him what he was supposed to be here at Barcelona. That's all. And then I would play with Gavi and Roberto. I know people doesn't like Roberto that much, but I would play with Roberto. In the attack, it's going to be Demir, Luke, De Jong, and Memphis Depay. I mean, no, if you look at the team right now, there's Miguel Garcia, Oscar Miguel Garcia, Ronaldo Araujo, Serginho Dest, Gavi, and Demir. You got 5 youngsters. 5 youngsters. Now that is just too much. You can't have 5 kids in your... we are not running a play school for crying out loud. 5 youngsters is just too much in a team. That's what I believe in. That's what I think so. But if the thing about it is that we don't have enough players to play because of injury and all. And yeah, but I wouldn't play Demir. I would play Coutinho in there because in a 5 years this is too much. I would play with Gavi, Mingueza, Araujo, Araujo, Dest, and Mingueza. Araujo is our best centre back in our team. Dest and Mingueza because we don't have anyone else. And anyway, Balde and Jordi Alba, both of them are injured, and Balde is also young, which will not fix the situation. And Demir, the only player I would sub from this team is Demir. Not only player. This is the expected lineup, but my lineup would be different. Ter Stegen would be the goalkeeper. Araujo would be there. Dest and Mingueza Garcia for sure. But for PK, I would play Longley because I don't know if you guys believe in statistics and all, but there's a record playing with Araujo and Longley that we have won 10 to 11 matches in a row with Longley and Araujo as our defensive partnership, and that is evidence that our best defensive partnership is Clement Longley and Ronaldo Araujo. As simple as that. If you don't believe in stats, then just watch them together play. You have seen how well they play together. Longley has the independence to go through. As the independence runs with the ball, and Araujo can stay back. It's a perfect fit. We can play with a high line. Araujo has the speed to run back and all. But as I said, I wouldn't play Busquets. I would play Frankie De Jong in there, Gavi and Roberto, and Coutinho, Luke, De Jong, and Depay, because I don't believe Demir right now. I haven't seen about Yusufa Demir enough to say that he should be our right winger, but Coutinho can play there. Or you could play with Coutinho on the left wing, and I don't know. Coutinho should play in this game. Yeah, I know he didn't play that well in the last game, but still. In the league we are 8th, which is absolutely disappointing after 4 games, and I have only 8 points. 8th in the league with 8 points. Wow, that's staggering. And we have played 4 games. Last match, as you know, was a 1-1 draw against Granada. They were 17 in the league. And now this is another team which is they are 15 in the league as well. So basically we are playing against 2 relegation point teams. And if we can't win this game, then I don't think Ronald Koeman is gonna stay here for a long time if we don't win this game. I think this is the judgment day. Today is judgment day for Ronald Koeman. If he doesn't win, he's gone. He's gone. And last match, and Celta Vigo, and Cadiz is in a better form than us, if I'm being honest with you, because last match they did win over Celta Vigo. So but that's about the review of the Barcelona vs Cadiz game. But preview. But there's more news to bring in, such as Ansu Fati is expected to play against Levante as a substitute on 26 September. So that's a good news. If Ronald Koeman is still here as manager until that day, of course he's gonna be here up until, I think he will only be, if we lose or draw this game, he will only be sacked in the mid-October, right, region, October 10th, October 15th, that time. I think that's the point where he will get sacked, but not now. But Ansu Fati, it's a good news for Barcelona fans and for Ronald Koeman as well. He's 10 months injury. He's back from his injury. it's good to have him back. We need him because for me, after Depay, if you ask me who's our best player in attack, if you ask me who's our best player after Depay, it's Ansu Fati. There's no doubt about that. It's Ansu Fati. And it's a good news to have him back in our team because we needed him, and he will be back in 26th September as a substitute only. He won't be playing for 90 minutes. But yeah, and also further news: Ronaldo Araujo is expected to sign a 5-year deal at the end of the season, or at the end of this year, which means December, or maybe at the end of the season. Anyway, this was told by his agent Flavio Perchman, so that's positivity because for me, our best defender is Ronaldo Araujo, and I know people will agree with me on that point, because for me Ronaldo Araujo is our best centre back, and it's a good news if we sign him for another 5 years, because that's great deal for Barcelona, great deal. And I know people compare him with Puyol, but I think that's a little bit too much because Puyol was a club legend, but it's too early to say he's like Puyol. You need to wait for a year to see if he's the future Carlos Puyol or anything like that. But let's see. Yeah, that's about the news and the preview show today. We have shown you, I've talked about, and thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. I'm looking ahead for a match today. Only 6 hours to go from kickoff. It's going to be a great game for Koeman, because if he doesn't win this game, it's win or win for Koeman this game, and if he doesn't, he's sad. But anyway, looking forward to it. And thanks for watching. Subscribe, share, and like as well. Yeah.